It's an extreme.
Oh, good morning, and we're back with another episode of Eagle Eye Broadcasting. I'm Aurora.
And I'm Smith.
Smith.
Smith with a Y.
Like it. Smith with a... Smith. That doesn't make sense. Anywho, today is Thursday, September 21st. Today there's the Wayne Girls Golf Invite at 9 a.m. The van leaves at left at 6:15 this morning. That's a little early. And today is the second grade field trip. I really don't know why they're putting that in the high school announcements, but I mean, hey, I hope they have fun.
Yeah, for Friday, which is September 22nd, registration deadline for the October ACTs. The Boone Central individual cross-country meet at 4:30 p.m. and bus leaves at 2 p.m. A varsity football game at West Point Beamer, 7 p.m. and bus leaves at 2:30 p.m.
For Saturday, September 23rd, there's the Central City Softball Invite at 9 a.m. and the bus leaves at 6 a.m. Bright and early.
For other announcements, 7th grade girls volleyball schedule, Thursday at elementary, done at 4, and then Friday at elementary, done at 4.
Football fans, we have received notice from West Point Beamer that they will be hosting a tailgate fundraiser Friday, September 22nd from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. They will be serving hamburgers or brats with chips and bottled water for $5.
This week's Thrive plans for Thursday is going to be fruit pizza, and Friday is going to be index card towers.
Fruit pizza's bomb. Anyway, sorry, that got me excited. Students in grades 7 through 12 who have participated in a community service activities or made meaningful contributions to their community over the past year are encouraged to fill out an application for the Prudential Spirit of the Community Award sponsored by the National Association of Secondary School Principals. Your application would make you eligible to win $1,000 and a trip to Washington, D.C. next April. Applications are due by November 7th, 2017, but don't wait. If you are interested in applying, stop in and see Mr. Fisher for an application information.
There will be a full Oakland meeting today at 11:45 in the lecture hall. All 9 through 12 grade athletes who have lettered in a sport are invited to attend. We will take nominations for officers to discuss Meals on Wheels and have sign up. Please see Nick Hostert if you have any questions.
Alright, now we're just going to hop over to the weather. So, are we still rolling?
Yep.
Alright, so today, right now in O'Neill, it's currently 55 degrees, feels like 54. There's 9-mile-an-hour winds out of the southeast, and wind gusts at around 14 miles an hour. Humidity is currently sitting at about 82%.
What did we do today?
Okay.
This afternoon will rise up to about 88, and it's going to feel like 95 with a chance of rain at 10%, with wind gusts around 17 miles per hour going south. The gust is going to be around 29 miles per hour, and that humidity is going to drop down to around 53%. Yeah.
For Friday, September 22nd, it's going to be sunny, and with a high of 91, feels like 100. In the night, it'll get down to 59 degrees, with precipitation chances sitting at about 10%. Winds at around 22 miles an hour, that's pretty high, and then 10 hours of sun. So that is all we have for morning announcements, so we will kick it over to Trevor and Andrew with your sports.
Good morning and welcome to your daily sports broadcast.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Trevor.
First off, your local sports news. The girls golf team traveled to Wayne this morning for an invitational starting at 9. And that will start in about 25 minutes. That's where Nikki is this morning, so good luck to Nikki and all of the other golfers playing this morning. Tomorrow there's some cross-country and football action. At 4:30, the cross-country team will run in Albion, and at 7, the football team will play in West Point Beamer. That's all we have for your local sports. Good luck to all athletes competing this week.
In national sports news, a young fan sitting in the lower level seats at Yankee Stadium was bloodied by a 105-mile-per-hour line drive that struck her in the face Wednesday during Wednesday's Minnesota Twins New York Yankees game. She was transported to nearby New York Presbyterian Columbia University Medical Center. Her father and grandfather spoke briefly with reporters there Wednesday night. When asked if his daughter would need surgery, the girl's father, who declined to give his name, said, "It's too early to tell. She's doing all right. Just keep her in your thoughts," he told WABC and why. The toddler was attending the game with her grandparents. The game was delayed for about 5 minutes as medics attended to her. Yankees third baseman Todd Frazier looked visibly upset, while teammate Matt Holliday wiped away tears. Frazier had tears in his eyes as he spoke to reporters post-game. It was his fifth inning liner that hit the girl in the face as she sat with her grandparents about 5 rows up on the third base side of Yankee Stadium. "It was terrible," Frazier said. "I was shaken up a bit. I hope she is all right. It is something that I wish never happened. It was tough to watch. Tough to be a part of, to be honest." Thanks for watching, and up next is Real News Fake News.
Edition of Real News Fake News. I'm Nathaniel, all by myself today, here with contestants Justin Beeks and Hayden Strope. Alright guys, you know how the rules go. I read you 3 articles, 2 are fake, 1 are real. You have to figure out which one is real.
See, I'd like to point out this is tough on my end because we got quite a smart person here. You want to guess geography today?
Yes.
Dang smart.
Oh, sucking up, I see. Alright. Headline number 1 of set 1. President Trump is facing criticism after trash-talking the mowing job done by an 11-year-old boy that wrote a letter to the White House asking for the honor to mow the lawn. Charges were dropped by police on a 91. This is number 2. Charges were dropped by police on a 91-year-old Arkansas woman that stole the neighbor's vehicle to make an emergency birdseed shopping spree. The neighbors did not wish to pursue charges because the lady is known to have dementia. And number 3. Police arrested a New Mexico man after he slapped another man and stole the person's cheeseburger out of his hands.
Where's that at?
New Mexico.
Could you repeat number 2?
Number 2.
Yeah.
Charges were dropped by police on a 91-year-old Arkansas woman that stole the neighbor's vehicle to make an emergency birdseed shopping spree. The neighbors did not wish to pursue charges because the lady is known to have dementia.
Okay, so 2 of them are fake?
Yes. And one, you have to decide which one's real.
Okay.
So,
I
Never seen this before.
am gonna go with number 2 is real. Except,
okay.
I can believe birdseed runs.
Birdseed runs.
I think Frank did a
Speaking
great
from
job,
experience,
so I don't know why he's getting criticism.
Alright.
Frank does a great
I
job.
think number 2 is real.
Let's make number 2. According to the Associated Press, Anthony Frazier, 25, walked up to the victim and slapped him across the face before stealing his green chili cheeseburger and running away. Witnesses recall Frazier also having a belt around his neck during the bizarre attack.
Boom, ding.
Ooh, so you both missed it there. 0-0 on set 2. A photographer has settled a 2-year legal fight against an animal rights group over a monkey selfie picture. This week, Kansas senators passed a bill that repeals an old law that has been on the books since 1923 that states that it is illegal for a person to tie their draft to a telephone pole. And number 3, after being hit by a second hurricane this year, there is renewed push by Puerto Ricans to become a U.S. state, since being a U.S. territory does not qualify them for the same FEMA disaster relief as other U.S. states.
What was number 1 here?
Number 1 is a photographer has settled a 2-year legal fight against an animal rights group over a monkey selfie picture.
I'll let you take this one first.
I'm going to go with number 1
got
being
mine.
real.
I got that one too. I
Yeah.
saw that one earlier.
You saw that one?
Yeah.
Oh, great. According to BBC.com, Naruto the Macaque monkey took the image in the Indonesian jungle in 2011 when it picked up a camera owned by David Slater from Monmouthshire, U.S. U.S. judges ruled that copyright protection could not be applied to the monkey, but PETA, the animal rights group, said the animal should benefit. I'm not totally sure, but both have 1 point going to third set. Here we go. Due to poverty and continual exodus of the local population, East St. Louis, Illinois has been ranked as the #1 ugliest city in America by 2017 by Investors Business Daily. Number 2, an Ohio man who tried to discipline his 6-year-old daughter by chasing her around in a clown mess has been criminally charged. And number 3, several lawsuits have been filed in Suffolk County, Virginia, after an amusement park ride at the State Fair malfunctioned, leaving 4 people over 50 feet in the air for almost 2 hours.
Could you repeat number 1?
Number 1.
And number 3.
Number 1 and 3. All right, number 1. Due to poverty and continual exodus of the local population, East St. Louis, Illinois has been ranked as the #1 ugliest city in America, 2017 by Investors Business Daily. And number 3, several lawsuits have been filed in Suffolk County, Virginia, after an amusement park ride at the State Fair malfunctioned, leaving 4 people over 50 feet in the air for almost 2 hours.
I'm gonna go with number 1.
Number 1.
I'm going number 3.
Number 3. According to Fredericksburg.com, an Ohio man who tried to discipline his 6-year-old daughter by chasing her around in a clown mess has been charged after she ran screaming into a stranger's apartment, prompting the neighbor to fire a gunshot into the air, police say.
Tiebreaker.
So you both missed it, so it looks like we'll have to go to a tiebreaker for all the marbles. Step 4. A new city ordinance in Salt Lake City, Utah is raising eyebrows after banning the creation of all new stop signs and instead moving strictly to roundabouts. Number 2. On Monday, LeBron James announced he would enter a 5-year, $75 million contract with the LA Lakers at the start of the 2018 season. And number 3. Families at a Catholic church are outraged that an unnamed woman has been attending every funeral for the last 14 years just to get in on the free buffets.
That's gotta be fake. No one likes funeral food.
I kind of like cake. I'm not gonna lie.
Your church does it differently.
What's number 1 again?
Number 1 is a new city ordinance in Salt Lake City, Utah, is raising eyebrows.
And what's number 2?
Number 2, LeBron James announced he would enter a 5-year, $75 million contract with the LA Lakers, starting 2018.
Dang, I wish I kept up on basketball.
Yeah, no, I heard somebody transferred. They couldn't beat somebody, so they joined them. Can't remember who that was, though. Oh,
I mean,
I don't think that was
Cavs
James.
lost the title, to the Warriors
Yeah.
this year,
That was this year? I
Yeah,
thought that was
that's
last
this
year.
And, yeah. So,
I'm gonna go with number 1.
number 1,
What was number 1 again?
a new city ordinance in Salt
Dang
Lake
it,
City.
you took mine. I'll go with number 2.
Number 2. According to themirror.com, a phantom mourner who goes to every funeral at a local church to tuck into food at the wake has been slammed by grieving relatives. It is claimed the unnamed woman has joined mourners at almost every funeral for the last 14 years and even chats to grieving family members, and at one recent funeral ate buffet food like there is no tomorrow.
Legendary.
So we have a situation we've never had on Real News Fake News. We have a tie even after the tiebreaker round. So it looks like we'll be seeing you both next week
Yes.
to decide the winner of Real News Fake News. So that's all for this week. Tune in next week for another edition of Real News Fake News.